Much, Lewis, as the women's 800 meters ready to unfold here. 4 laps of the track here at the Armory. And there in center of picture, one of the best Americans over the last several major global championships out of Houston, Texas, Raven Rogers.
Not just one of the best Americans, one of the best 800-meter runners in the world. She owns medals at the World Championships and the Olympics, and I like how she started her seasons, guys. She already opened up at 400 meters and ran a personal best. And for someone who is usually the fastest in the field at this distance, that's a really good start for her.
Allie Wilson in lane 3 is easy to root for. 3 years ago, she was 6th at the Olympic trials. 2 years ago, she was 4th, just missing the team that went to the Eugene World Championships. Last year, she broke through getting 2nd. She got as far as the semifinals at the World Championships.
Hometown of Wallingford, Pennsylvania, so nearby to the Armory here. You look at the rest of the field, decidedly American. You know, we've called a lot of Millrose 800s over the years. Ajay Wilson has always figured prominently. She's in the building, but not competing today. So it's up to Raven Rogers maybe to carry that, or perhaps Allie Wilson. This will be a good matchup. Early season test at 800 meters.
And Sonia talked about it. Raven Rogers has all the experience. Bronze at the Olympics, silver at Worlds. And here we go.
So underway with this women's 800 meters, and Wilson, as they get to that cone. Sonia, you talked about it earlier. Indoor track is a little bit more, you got to have your elbows sharpened.
You do, but it seems in both fields they were able to slot in well, and we see Raven Rogers and Allie Wilson there. Also keep an eye out for Olivia Baker, who runs really well indoors.
Yeah, the only woman in this field with a faster outdoor personal best than Olivia Baker is Raven Rogers. And it's very easy to see Wilson because she has a very unique upright running style. And she now effectively leads tucked in behind the pacemaker.
Emily Richards is that pace setter who looked over her shoulder because they were not following her at the pace that she was requested to do. Wilson there in second, and behind her is Rogers. Olivia Baker moving up on the outside, wearing hip number 5 from the Atlanta Track Club. Put her medical career or studies on hold because she made the World Indoor Championship team a couple of years ago and put the focus back on training. She's now in that battle with Lorena Martin of Spain.
And you figure for Raven Rogers, the reason she wouldn't want to hang with the pacemakers because she knows that I have probably the best kick in the field. So if I keep them back, then it really increases my chances to be successful. And now they're really getting bunched up as you see the pace kind of slowing down a bit.
Look at this nice move from Olivia Baker right at the bell. So clearly, Paul, she had designs on take the lead at the bell and see if you can hang on. But lots of company behind her.
And Allie Wilson now unfortunately boxed in there. Alongside of her is Raven Rogers. We see this so many times. Kayla Edwards trying to get back into the mix, going very high and wide as they'll slingshot off this final turn and head for home. Look at this finish upcoming. Everyone looking for room. Rogers loses the stride, and Allie Wilson takes advantage and will take the victory here at Millrose.
And Allie Wilson has to do a lot of work to get around a very crowded finish. Surprised there that Raven Rogers faded so far back, but it kind of makes sense to me. She's been really working a lot on her speed. She's going to have to build that endurance up going further into the season, but what a great run for Allie Wilson, Otto.
And here's the move by Baker at the bell. This is brave running for her. You have a plan, you try to stick to it. So she really was trying to kick and outkick everybody in this last 200. She came up just a little short. Wilson had more in the final 50, and she gets the win here in New York.
Wilson just relocated to Indianapolis, Indiana, where she's coached by Andrew Begley. And she used to be with the Atlanta Track Club, overtakes her former teammate Olivia Baker, taking the win at 800 meters, and she's with Lewis.
All right, that was a crowded field, Allie. So how did you work your way through that, and then all of a sudden at the last few steps, get that burst for a win?
Yeah, a couple races ago, I got caught running kind of more of other people's races. So coming into this race, I really wanted to make sure I made it the race I wanted. And from the gun, I was hoping to go with the pacer. It didn't seem like anyone else wanted to do that. So I took the lead a little early on and just went for it. And when the girls passed me, I just tried to stay calm and patient, and it paid off.
It sure did. Congrats on the win here in New York.
Thank you so much.
Paul?